I stepped between a gap of bushes, and in front of me was old man Badeau himself, sitting on a log looking dry as can be. Above him was a rusted sheet of metal with the faded logo of Borden's Elsie the cow facing down. It rested on a bunch of branches and sticks. Big raindrops hit the metal from tree leaves above it like marbles plinking the walls of a shed. I stepped into old man Badeau's fort and saw he wasn't alone. To my left, sitting on another log facing him, was Josh. Mud and water drizzled down his arms and head. His face was bait red. He didn't look at all pleased to see me. The roof wasn't tall enough for me to stand upright, so I headed over as far from the two as I could and sat down on the ground. I shook and hugged myself to ward off the cold. Old man Badeau spoke. "Why you kids be running around in this rain when you got roofs over your heads beyond me? Made no sense." I looked old man Badeau over. He was a broad man with huge forearms and shoulders, probably the strongest man I'd ever seen. He was wearing a pale blue-collared shirt and tan pants, both of which appeared a couple sizes too small, and he was barefoot. His hair was puffed out like a globe with streaks of gray and black. He had scars on his face and one long, deep scar that ran up one arm from his wrist to his bicep. My shivering got worse the longer I sat there on the ground. I could feel the splashing of rain on my back, but I was too cold to move. I saw that Josh was shivering too, but he was so focused on me that the cold didn't seem to bother him 1 inch. Old man Badeau reached into his pocket and pulled out a handkerchief. He held it out to me. "Dry off that face," he ordered. I took the handkerchief and wiped my face down. The handkerchief, it stunk like piss, and I took a good look at it. It was the same handkerchief Josh had swept from old man Badeau the other day. I looked at Josh, and he was still staring me down, which struck me as odd. It seemed like any time I talked to Josh directly, or had a beef with him, he'd just turn away, or keep his head down. Now, it didn't faze him a bit to stare at me straight on. I briefly wondered if maybe old man Badeau did have magic.